You're holding a bike, you have a coffee, you're drinking it and trying to put the mask on. It's impressive. Why are you doing that?
Because that's what you do now.
Because everyone seems to know what's going on today, right?
No one knows anything.
I've never met anyone who was not interested about knowing something. We all try to create ideas and stories around the world which we experience, which is normal. But we do get caught up in those stories. And we believe that the stories that we created for sure are right. And we hang on to those stories, as opposed to entertain the idea that we might be completely wrong. Having the wisdom to know that most possibly you don't know I think is another important thing to master. That's what I've been working on. I used to try to know everything, I tried to understand everything, and really what I got to understand is that the best thing I can do, just know nothing and be open to everything. So, that's what I've been wrapping my mind around. Do you know what's going on?
Yeah. Are you talking about you guys?
No one knows what's going on. I mean, from...
Do you know why the bird's going around like this?
I don't, but every time we come here, they're doing this.
But it's still beautiful, even though we don't know.
It is beautiful.
It is almost like it is beautiful even if you don't know, as long as you embrace that and you're able to witness the beauty. Just like those birds up there, going around in circles. We have no idea why, but it is so impressive. It's so mesmerizing. And maybe that's what life is all about.
Not knowing is how we stay curious and adventurous. That's what's gotten humanity to the point where it is today. Because we always think we know, but we don't. I mean, even scientists in science, things come out and then a decade later it's, oh no, we were wrong, it's actually this. We don't really ever know what's going on. We don't. And if we think we do, that's the death.
Most people believe that they do have this understanding about how things are. And I think it's much more important to embrace the ideas that we don't understand how things are at all. Science basically started everything with one notion. Somehow there was a big bang. From nothing there was something. And that's where it all started. And at one point, science takes it,
and the rest of them we can actually explain.
We just don't know the initial start of it all, but the rest we can explain.
Now this concept always blows my mind. You can just start with magic and then disregard magic afterwards altogether, because after all, science can explain everything without magic. Magic is frowned upon and laughed about. But why? Why when even science agrees they have no idea really how it all started?
I don't think anyone knows anything. And the older you get, the more you realize that. At least I do. I don't think that the point is to know, because once you know, then what?
Maybe the key is to become a specialist, but you know about yourself that you know the least. The more I dig myself into anything, the more you realize every door you open, there's 1,000 other behind it. There's 1,000 more questions, which makes you realize how much you don't know. So maybe that is the goal. The goal is to know as much as you can so you can find out that you don't know, and then you can let go control so you continuously can exist in the present moment, as opposed to being pulled into ideologies
which is essentially based on your past experiences or other people's past experiences,
which essentially makes you live in the past, as opposed to being in the present moment, right here, right now, knowing that you don't know, but that's okay, because you can experience it and enjoy it perfectly. Just being right here, right now.